Good evening, my lovelies. What it do, what it do, what it do. This Miss Yakov coming straight from that Spiker Star, aka the Messenger, aka the Virgo Goddess, aka the Daughters of Zion, aka the Topaz Gem Sapphire. Hey, listen, always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what Miss Yakov is trying to say. Remember, I'm just an outsider looking into your world, see things that you just don't see, okay? But dig this here. The name of this is called Story Time. I dodged a prison pookie against all odds. Okay, this is a real life story, okay, that happened many years ago. Probably like, I'm in my 40s, so it happened like, probably like in my early 30s or something like that. Late 20s or somewhere around there. But it happened like 15, 20 years ago. Okay, involving an individual by the name of Percy Woods from Plainfield, New Jersey. Okay, he used to be locked up with my brother, Scott Jacob, in Rahway State Prison. Okay, and I used to always go up to the prison to go see Percy Woods, okay? I used to always go up there to go see him. I used to always write him letters and all that. And he used to call my cell phone. And I used to have conversations with him and things of that nature. So fast forward, I was living in Irvington at one point. And Percy was about to come home. And he wanted to use my address at that time to get paroled. And see, the thing with that was, not only I wasn't feeling that, but I was on my way to move up out of there because my lease was about to end and I had just gotten baptized and I got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of work to do with myself and just my life and my journey. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really feeling that too much, okay? So I kind of like, dubbed him a little bit. I dubbed him a lot though, right? And then he had his mother call me one day. And I kind of like, I didn't mean to be rude to his mom, but I kind of like hung up on her. Like, I act like I didn't hear what she had to say. And I just like, click. Like, I wasn't trying to hear none of that. Like, you won't be using my address to get paroled. And then like I didn't like his mindset. Like his mindset was just like, he had that rugged nigga mentality, and I just wasn't with all that. Like that ain't my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? And I even told him, I'm like, yo, like you come home with that type of mentality, like you're living in the 80s and the 90s. I'm like, yo, this 2015 and 16, like you come home with that type of mentality, these niggas out here gonna kill you. I even told him over the phone that he was gonna die. I'm like, yo, he must have thought I was drunk because at that time I was drinking. I was still drinking the spirits. Like I was drinking at 1738. I was drinking at 1738. I was drinking that yak, that cognac, that Remy Martin, okay, on the house. That's what I was into at that time, okay? And then I had like vodka and, I was drinking, put it like that. So he thought I was drunk. And, they say that saying a drunk person speaks a sober mind. So I told him, I'm like, yeah, nigga, they gonna kill you. You gonna die. Like, and he thought I was just joking. He thought I was just like talking out the side of my ass like she just drunk. I'm like, no, you come up here, you come back home thinking that it's the 80s and 90s and niggas is going to kill you. They're not playing with you out here. He didn't want to listen. Anyway, make a long story short, he wanted to use my address to get parole. I dubbed him. He had his mother call me. I just hung up on her because I didn't want to feel like being bothered, right? And then another time I had spoke to him. He talking about how he want me to have his baby and just was saying all this stuff, and I just was like, really? Like I kind of nudged him off. Like I just wasn't feeling all that because it just wasn't my cup of tea. I didn't like his mindset. I didn't like what he stood for. I didn't like really too much nothing about him. I was just, killing some time to go up to the jail. We took some pictures together and all that in the jail and all that. So anyway, make a long story short, I ends up moving out of my apartment in Irvington. Okay, I ended up moving out of my apartment in Irvington because my lease done ended and it was just a whole big thing that I was going through right there with that. So I moved out of my apartment or whatever. After what, 2016 or somewhere around there, 2017, I get a phone call from my cousin Hope Grimes. My cousin Hope Grimes called me and was like, "You heard about what happened to Percy?" I'm like, "Nah, what happened to Percy?" She was like, "He got murdered." I was like, "Oh, he got murdered. Are you kidding me?" She was like, "Yeah, he got murdered. They murdered him." I was like, "I told that nigga he was going to die. I told you he was going to die." I was like, "Oh, snap," right? So then, come to find out, he done had another chick. He was messing with another chick in Georgia and gotten her pregnant. I'm like, what? He was messing with another chick and gotten her pregnant, but before then, he was telling me how he wanted me to have his baby and all this extra type of stuff. So I dodged a bullet with that one, child. I dodged a bullet with that one. But when she told me that, I was like, damn. Now, if I would have been so stupid and gullible and naive and just wasn't, paying attention to my intuition, I would have been a single mother, you know what I'm saying, raising a bastard ass kid, and the other baby mother got, like, I didn't want to go through all that. Like, I really didn't. Like, I'm one of them type of people, like, I choose my path of life. Like, I don't believe in single motherhood. Like, I believe that a lot of things could be prevented. Okay, that's what I believe in. But if I would have made that mistake and got with this nigga, my house would have got raided, because obviously he got murdered for a reason. He came home doing the same thing. And I told the nigga he was going to die. And he didn't want to listen. He came home with the same mentality that he was going to come out here and sell drugs. And he turned around and killed the nigga. He would have turned my apartment into a trap house. I mean, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff behind this nigga. All kinds of stuff. Like, I wasn't with it. Like, if I would have fell down that rabbit hole, like, I would have had to get rid of his baby, for real. I don't think I could have dealt with that. I would have took that baby to the ocean and let it sail off to the to the sunset somewhere, because I'm not having no nigga's bloodline. I'm not being no single mother for no nigga. I don't care who it is. Okay, that's just me, and I don't care who got an attitude with it, who say what about it. Okay, you want to be a single mother, that's your business, your choice. I don't support that type of lifestyle at all. Not the goddess. But he tried to set me up for the kill, honey. He tried to set me up for the kill. Meanwhile, he got his other baby mother. She's struggling, or whatever the case was going on with her. But that's her business. As long as it's not me, I could care less, okay? I could care less. But anywho, I'm about to get on out of here. This is how I dodged a prison pookie against all odds. Listen. You got to pay attention to the red flags. If it don't align with your principles, don't even indulge in it, okay? Don't even indulge. That prison pookie could have messed up my whole entire life. Okay, he could have messed up my whole entire life if I would have fell down his rabbit hole. Thank goodness and thank God that I have common sense and critical thinking skills, okay? But nonetheless, I feel sorry for his soul. I really do, because his soul is not walking through those gates of Jerusalem. Not at all. His soul is going to Tophet, just like everybody else. Okay, but anywho, I'm about to get on out of here. Just been Jaco, that Spiker Star, the brightest star of the constellation. Hey, listen, I dodged a prison pookie. Okay, I dodged being a single mother from a prison pookie, a no good prison pookie. He had another chick in Georgia pregnant, and he wanted me to have his baby while he was messing with the other chick, and he was out here selling drugs. Want to turn my apartment into a trap house. No, boo-boo, we don't roll like that. Anywho, it's the Daughters of Zion. That Spiker Star looking into your world, see things that you just don't see. I'm out.